Hey guys, welcome. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you some of the important details when it comes to applying for a credit card. The issue right now is that credit card delinquencies are on the rise, or in this case, people not paying on time. The interest on credit cards keeps increasing. And in fact, according to a data that was released by the CFBP, they've recently shared that the average interest or APR on a credit card is up about 4.3%. Now, why is this important? Well, it is important because if you have higher APR on your credit card, that means that your interest that you pay over the years could really amount to substantial amounts, and you don't want that. That's not something that you want, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. So I found this article on the CFBP website, which they went into details about how these major credit card companies do take advantage of their monopoly in a way. I mean, the major banks in the United States, for example, offer very close rates depending on your credit score. And the bottom line of this article was that if you are going to get a credit card, or at least from my understanding of the article, if you're going to get a credit card, you should consider looking for banks that are much smaller, like credit unions, for example. Those would generally give you better rates, and that could save you thousands of dollars over the course of years, especially if you have balances on your credit card. Now, it is important to note that the best thing you can do when it comes to any credit card is to avoid carrying any balance, pay it off every month. And if it's something that you find yourself getting back into in terms of holding balances, then maybe it's time to call up that credit card, like Dave Ramsey says. And that's something that I also try to practice, not calling up literally, but what I would do is, if I think I am in a position where I'm maybe spending much more on my credit card than I want to, then I just stop carrying around. I leave it at home, leave it in a place that is not accessible to me for some time. And that is just intentional, so that I'm not tempted to put anything on credit card. That's just how I do my thing. Excuse me. So that is something that I just wanted to share with you here. And I'm going to read this article to you. This is from CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. It says credit card data. Small issuers offer lower rates. It says CFPB regularly surveys and collects information on credit card terms from over 150 issuers of all sizes across the country as required by the law. The CFPB's analysis of this credit card data found during the first half of 2023, small banks and credit unions tended to offer cheaper interest rates than the largest 25 credit card companies across all credit score tiers. Difference in reported purchase annual percentage rates, APR, between the largest and the small issuers translated to average savings of $400 to $500 a year for a consumer with an average balance of $5,000 using the small bank or credit union's card. And that is really the main point here. And it says that the third point, nearly half of the credit card issuers reported offering cards with a maximum purchase APR over 30%. And that is really high. I mean, 30% APR on a credit card is something that we all want to avoid at all costs. That would really drain any excess money we have. And as we always talk about, if you want to save money, if you want to invest, you need that money. You need that extra money to invest. For example, like they said, on a balance of $5,000, it's a savings of about $400 to $500 for the average person, which means if you can put that $500 towards an investment every month, in a year, you would have over $6,000 saved up. And then let's now add the interest that you may be able to get on it. So for example, if you're able to get 10% interest, depending on what investment you put that $6,000 into, that's going to go a long way. And it takes a lot of discipline to not use your credit card. It takes a lot of just being mindful of what you spend money on. And most importantly, and I think this is something that a lot of us need to remind ourselves, if you cannot afford to pay it off at once, then maybe you can't really afford it. And that means you may need to really consider finding an alternative, finding a cheaper option, or not buying that thing. And that's something that this is something that I do myself. It's really an individual thing. Nobody's going to come force you to do what you don't want to do. But if you really want to get your finances set right and fix your, financial issues, then in that case, you need to make that sacrifice. I wanted to share this with you. I hope you found value in it. If you have, please don't forget to drop a like on the video. I'd love to see you in the next one.